What's up, future sailors? I got a couple of things I want to talk about and a couple of questions that I didn't answer in the last video, and I got a couple more questions that people asked me to do in this next video. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer those. And yeah, I think I left off at the buddies. No, I left off at can I bring makeup to boot camp? So I answered that or whatever. The reason I just looked at my bed mattress just like sprung. One of the springs popped or whatever. It's time to get a new mattress because I can't. Okay. The buddy system. With the buddy system, me and my friends tried to join on a buddy system. What I'm going to say, if you try to join with somebody, is y'all got to study together. Y'all got to try to go in for the same rate and try to go in at the same time. Or just, I don't know, ask your recruiter what's the best way you can get in at the same time. I think where me and my friends messed up is that we just thought all of us was just going to get the same dates, like around the same time or whatever. And no, it didn't work out like that. Like, it worked out for my two other friends in a way because they'll be in Pensacola together at some point. They will never like be on the same class or anything. So they'll only be in Pensacola, Florida together for some time because my friend Jordan is there now, and then my friend Victoria just went to boot camp and she'll be in Pensacola, Florida later. And I haven't planned on going there yet. Like, I'm going to Fort Lee for A school, so oh no, I won't be there. So that sucks. I won't be going to Florida with my friends, but that's okay. But as far as the buddy system, you gotta try to, I don't know, ask your recruiter about that. Try to just go with the same thing. At least, like, if y'all both trying to go for aviation, that's good because y'all will go to like the same A school. If y'all both trying to do culinary, then y'all go to the same A school. So even if one leaves in April and one leaves in May, then at some point y'all will be at Fort Lee together. I don't know about how you'll get to boot camp together because a lot of the people that I'm shipping out, like people in my debt pool, none of us are shipping out around the same time. So I don't know. Maybe you just have to talk to the chief and let him know. But when all of my friends went in, we was like, oh, we want to go in together. Petty officer was like, I don't know how. I mean, that's gonna be really hard. That's gonna be real hard. So unless you have a really like somebody who's really pulling for that, or if they get some type of incentive for buddy system, then I don't know too much about that. But the good thing is, if y'all all join the Navy, then that's good for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I would say y'all all join the Navy. Maybe y'all be in a fleet together. Who knows? The Navy is small. A couple of people asked me about my hair in the Navy. I'm just going to keep it short. I thought about growing it out so I can get tracks or weave or whatever, but I was just like thinking to myself, like, weave for 2 months, like that thing is gonna itch. Like, I couldn't even imagine doing it for no, I wouldn't want to do it. My friend did it and she came back and her hair, like, she didn't ever have to cut her hair. Before she went in, her hair was like this and also a little longer, so props to her. But I think she took it out in the last week or whatever. And then yeah, and then my other friend, she also got a weave before she went. She hasn't wrote me. She hasn't written me yet, so I don't know how that's going, but yeah. What did they check at MEPS? Somebody asked me, did they check my armpits? No. That was a funny question. Well, at first when I read it, I don't know why I read it so wrong, but I thought she said, did it hurt when they shot gave us took our blood at MEPS. I don't know why I read it like that, but she said, does it hurt when they check our armpits or something? No, they didn't check our armpits. Like, people say it's such an in-depth physical. I don't think it was at all. Like, when I went, they checked vision. They gave us a depth perception test. They gave us, you know, the color thing and the regular eye exam. Then they checked our hearing with the sounds and the little jump, the button. Then they gave us, ow, I got a crack in my arm. Then they took our blood, and that hurt like hell. Like, it didn't hurt most people, but for me, I'm anemic, and that don't hurt. Like, it hurt all day. I can never get blood, because it was painful. I was sitting up there, like, the whole time like this. People was asking me, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I was like, it hurts. It hurts really bad. They was like, why does it hurt? But I wasn't trying to complain, because I didn't want to be like, you know, I didn't want them to send me away or whatever. Like, oh, you can't join because your arm hurts off of that. So I was like, no, I'm fine. It hurts, but I'm fine. So then my doctor checked my feet, and he said, oh, you have flat-footedness. And I was like, he was talking to me like that was going to disqualify me or whatever. I was getting scared. He was like, you have mild flat-footedness. And I was like, oh my God, is that bad? He was like, it's bad because it's gonna hurt your back when you're older and all that stuff. And I was like, okay. So he wrote it on the paper and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to leave. I'm about to not join the Navy because my feet are flat. Like, what the heck? I can run. I can do all that. But he was like, you don't need a waiver for that. Like, it's okay or whatever. But he was talking like it meant something. And then after that, it was more waiting. And before all of this, we took a little class or whatever on how to conduct ourselves or something. And but yeah, after that, then we had to do the after that, then he gave us little breast, little joint or whatever, and that was weird because the man was so old and he was all feeling on joints, and I was just like, oh my God, this feels weird. And he was like, I'm going to ask you 3 questions about what I just did and all of that. And I was like, you did that, you did that, you did that. Can I go now? And he was like, yes, you passed or whatever. I was like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. And there was 2 people in the room because a man can't examine you without a woman in there. So it was weird. Just had your legs open and whoo. I was like, oh my God, I can't. I don't like physicals. Looking all down on. So he was like, everything is fine here. And so then my little group it was just me and 2 other girls. We was goofing off like crazy. Like, everybody say MEPS was not cool. It was cool for me. So what was I finna say? Oh yeah, so then we did a little duck walk exercises. Anybody think that video was weird that we watched to teach us how to do everything? That was weird to me. I didn't like that. But one funny story is when, like I said, the doctor was old or whatever. It was all 3 black girls. It was just me and 2 other girls in the broad underwears, and it was this part where we had to stand up, touch our toes. So he was like, go down as far as you can. So one of the girls like she went down real far. She had her hands flat on the floor. And the doctor, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, but the doctor was like, wow, she can go all the way down to the floor. I was like, this dude is a pervert, dog. Like, I was like, oh my God. That was just funny to me. Her butt was all out, and she was like, he was like, she can go all the way down to the floor. I look like, he didn't really say that? Y'all OC in this, y'all OC. But yeah, that was funny. But after that, that was just processing. So that's all they really checked. Oh, then they checked height and weight. Oh, I was pressed when I was under my little max weight. I was starving. But yeah, I was pressed. I was like 3 pounds under, so that was tight. And yeah, that was pretty much it at MEPS. I don't think it was that in depth, but that's just my little thing. As long as you're healthy, like me, I never got sick before. Never. So as long as you're healthy, I don't think you have anything to worry about. And even if you did get sick, I knew people in there who had all kind of stuff. All kind of stuff. So it's good chances you can get into the Navy. And oh, somebody asked me about referrals. I referred some people. Some people went in, some people didn't. And I had 3 successful ones so far. 2 of them weren't counted because they had signed their contracts before me. But I recommended them to go in, but I guess that makes sense or whatever. So they didn't count. But when I got in, I had gotten 1 more person to sign up. So when you get referrals, if you get 2 people in, you rank up to an E2. I already had an E2. So now it's like if you get 4 people in and you're already an E2, then you can be an E3. So I don't know. I want to get 3 more people in before May, but I doubt that's going to happen. But I don't know. It makes me feel good to, you know, help people or whatever. So I got one person in successfully. So that was cool. How do I remember the 11 general orders? It's so easy. It's so easy. Did I talk about this in the last video? I feel like I did. No, I didn't cover that. I just word association and stuff like that. I learned it sporadically. Like, I learned 9, 10, and 11 one day, and then 1, 2, and 3 the next day, and then 6, and then blah, blah, blah. They're pretty easy. Just read them, write them, and word association, like number 11. Number 11 is to be especially watchful at night and during the time for challenging, to challenge all persons on or near my posts, and to allow no one to pass without proper authority. So I was like, okay, 11, especially, especial, you know, they have 2 L's or whatever, so 11, 11, 2 L's, LL, word association, I guess. I don't know. I'm weird. But yeah, that's all my questions. Oh, I don't want to stop talking. I'm the only child. I like talking. Moesha is on. I'm so excited. I'm so glad that show came back on, because that's just my jump. That's what I grew up on. But I used to love it. But now, looking at it, I'm like, young, Moesha was so annoying. Like, she was always in people's business. That's irritating. Like, live your life. Let people do what they want to do. Or whatever. But yeah, I might do a couple of tags. Those tags look fun. It's this one tag, put your makeup on with no mirror. That looks fun, but it looks messy. And then it's another tag, like a what's it called? A accent tag, like how you say certain stuff, you know, like where you from or whatever. So I wonder if I have a DC accent. I don't think I do, because most people I know got a real thick DC accent. They talk just like this or whatever. I'm like, dude, like, why do you talk like that? But no, I don't think I talk like that. But yeah, y'all have a good day, you know. Gonna miss you until I make my next video. I don't know much, actually, so I don't want to leave. Let me stop. I used to make skits and stuff on YouTube, but then my account got deleted. That sucks. But I'm glad they're not up anymore, because that was embarrassing. I was like in high school. Like, no, middle school. No, high school. Like 9th, 10th grade. Bored in the house. I think they're on Facebook though. Mwah.